There's a lot going on in the world, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. If you're struggling with your mental health, minimalism can be the solution for you. Minimalism has become more mainstream, and if you haven't heard of it, don't worry, it's super simple. Minimalism is about living with the things that bring you joy, and getting rid of the things that don't. It's commonly associated with things that you own, but you can also apply minimalistic practices to other areas of your life like your relationships or your routines. Here are 5 ways you can apply minimalism to your life so you can have better mental health. 1. Get rid of any toxic or negative people bringing you down in life. This can be hard to do, but it will do wonders for your mental health. Relationships play a big part in our lives, and it's amazing when you're surrounded by great people. However, if you're constantly dealing with people that hurt your mental health, you will be in a bad place. It's important to set boundaries and make sure they don't bother you. This video isn't going to go over all the tricks you can use to deal with toxic people. I have a separate video that is all about dealing with toxic people if you want. The only thing I'll suggest in this video is to limit the amount of time you spend with them, or just walk away. It's tiring to listen to them, and you're doing yourself a favor by not spending time with them. If they want to spend time with you, just tell them no and leave it at that. When you get rid of the people bringing you down, you'll feel like a heavy burden just got lifted off your shoulders. 2. Stop doing things that make you unhappy. This is very simple in theory, but it can be very hard to execute, especially if the thing making you unhappy is something you can't exactly quit, like your job. It's okay to start with the small things first. We all do things that make us unhappy sometimes. Maybe you spend too much time on social media and it's bringing down your mental health. Maybe you spend too much time sitting around and doing nothing. When you know what you want to change, you should replace it with something else. Going back to the social media example, instead of spending all that time on social media, you can spend that time reading. The reason why I suggest doing something else to replace that action is because if you just stop doing it, then you would have all this extra time, but you wouldn't know what to do with it. When you don't know what to do with all that extra time, you will just go back to old habits. 3. Get rid of material possessions that don't bring any value to you. This is what most people think minimalism is about, and it can be great for your mental health. When you're surrounded by clutter, your mind tends to be disorganized as well. It also helps you be more productive when you get rid of all that clutter, since you won't have to worry about the mess. Ask yourself if the item you have brings you joy or if it's important to you. If it doesn't fit those requirements, you can get rid of it. As a bonus to this, you should organize which areas of your place are meant for work and which areas are meant to relax. Now that a lot of people work from home, it can be overwhelming when you use the same space for work and fun. When you establish a boundary between your workspace and your home, you will feel less overwhelmed. 4. Be in the present moment more. One of the benefits of doing minimalistic practices is that you end up more focused in the present, since there won't be distractions around you. When you're in the present moment, you're fully aware of everything going on around you. Most people aren't in the present moment for most of the day. We all have things on our mind that prevent us from being in the present. We do a lot of things in our day-to-day life, like commuting on autopilot, where we just do it without thinking. When you're in the present moment, your mind won't be focused on all your thoughts, which will help you with your mental health. We all have worries, and when you're in the present moment, you won't be thinking about them. When you're in the present moment, you'll be happier and more productive. 5. Practice self-awareness. Another benefit of doing minimalistic practices is that you become more self-aware. When you're constantly questioning if something is valuable enough to keep in your life, you learn a lot about yourself. When you're self-aware, you can get a better understanding of why you might be feeling a certain way. You get the power to regulate your emotions because you'll understand that emotions will pass. You also understand that some of your mental problems come from unhealthy ways of thinking. You can look at your thoughts in a different light and understand that they aren't true. Being self-aware can do wonders for your mental health. Aside from questioning yourself, you can also build self-awareness through mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is basically where you just sit there and focus on your breath while you observe your thoughts. It helps you be more aware of your thoughts, and it teaches you that your thoughts will pass. If you want to learn more about meditation, there are a lot of great videos out there. Those are 5 ways minimalism can help your mental health. There's more, but those are the 5 important ones I wanted to highlight. Have you ever tried minimalism? Leave a comment below and check out the video shown on the end screen below on how to stop worrying about everything if that's something you're dealing with.